So today we will talk about in this video that if buying an iPhone 12 in 2022 is the right choice or not. So most of the people who are about to buy or planning to buy an iPhone always come across this very common confusion that should they buy the all new iPhone 13 or should they save some bucks and go for iPhone 12 or should simply opt for iPhone 11. Since iPhone 11, iPhone 12 and iPhone 13 looks kind of very similar on paper and even physical characteristics is very identical, and that's where the confusion actually comes from. So I will actually clear your confusion later in the video, but before let's talk about the iPhone 12. So the iPhone 12 has got the A14 Bionic chipset, which is adequately powerful and can do literally anything without breaking a sweat. And it's a 6-core CPU based on 5 nanometer architecture, and I have been doing all kind of extensive tasks and it runs everything very smoothly. And I even played the very graphics demanding game Genshin Impact, and it is around 10 GB or even more, and it runs perfectly well on this device. So yeah, the CPU on this mobile is like really powerful. And so camera is also another strong area of this phone, and in fact the 12 megapixel on this phone is like really good, and be it day, night, low light or anything, like it captures every image so perfectly well. You can see like the image has came out like really great, and even the ultra wide is like good on this phone. And I also noticed that the mic on this iPhone 12 is like freaking good, and it captures the sound like with great details. And even the night mode on this device is like exceptional, like very good. Talking about the display again, it's like really good. It comes with a 1080p 6.1-inch OLED display, which is like 60 Hz panel. It has got the peak brightness of 200 nits, and anyone coming from the bigger display will find it small, but the 60 Hz panel on this phone like feels like really smooth as 90 Hz on an Android. And trust me, I'm not even joking. The UI is like really flawless, so smooth, like going from one app to another app like really quick, and everything feels so smooth. You won't feel lacking behind those higher refresh rate panels. And I have an Android phone with 90 Hz panel, and when I used it side by side with this 60 Hz Android, I felt that this 60 Hz panel on this iPhone felt smoother than that 90 Hz panel on the Android. So yeah, it's that smooth. Talking about the speaker, I think speaker is great and it's crisp and loud, but I would like it like if it was a bit more louder. And the Face ID here works like charm. It works each time, and with the new iOS 15 update, Apple have given support to unlock the phone with the mask on, and it makes the usability more simpler, more easier, which is again a great thing. And the RAM management on this phone is like seriously very good. And as you can see, there are couples of app already running in the background, and in fact there are a couple of apps which I opened it yesterday but they are still into the memory. And like the Spotify, I opened it yesterday. Also the alarm app, I opened it yesterday but this is still into the memory. Also there are a couple of other apps like the dialer, messaging app, settings, Amazon Reloaded, Google News, Instagram, App Store, Photos app, also the NFS no limit, which is a heavy game. As you can see, like 99% of the apps were in the memory, and you can see by yourself like the RAM management is like literally very good. And actually this is what makes me like Apple. I think the Android phones cannot give such performance with the 4 GB RAM. And while talking about the battery department, it's like bit above average, and it can easily go through a day, but don't expect more than that considering the fact that it has got only a 2800 mAh battery, and the charging speed via the 20-watt charger is good. It goes from like 0 to 80% within a span of like 40 minutes, and reaching 100% almost take little bit over an hour, and kind of okay. Also, not to forget that it comes with the 5G support, which makes it a future-proof device since 5G is already around the corner. Even here in India, it's about to be launched, so it makes me feel that this is a kind of future-proof device, and it feels that it is a great thing to have. Also, talking about like if this thing is worth in 2022 or not, like as you can see, this is the iPhone 12. So many people have this confusion, like should they go for the old iPhone 11 or should they go for the latest iPhone 13. So I would like to say, like, I bought this phone iPhone 12 in early 2021, but even if I have to buy an iPhone in 2022, I will definitely go for iPhone 12. And the reason is like iPhone 12 is a kind of sweet spot out of all the iPhones I mentioned, like between iPhone 11, 12 and 13. This is the sweet spot. And iPhone 11 cost around 42,000 rupees, Indian rupees. iPhone 12 cost around 60,000 Indian rupees, and iPhone 13 cost around 74,000 Indian rupees. And iPhone 11 lacks 5G, and it has got LCD display, and it is only an HD panel, and night mode work only in the main sensor of the camera. Also, it has got a bit thicker bezels, which kind of make it look bit ugly in front of these two devices, I mean the iPhone 12 and 13. And the lack of 5G band kind of makes it a questionable purchase at that price. Definitely iPhone 11 is not the right choice. Also, the iPhone 13 has got all the latest specification, and no doubt, like, and it's better out of the two devices, but at that price it really feels like you are paying too much for a phone. And the difference between iPhone 12 and 13 is not very major, and it kinds of make you feel that it's not a very huge bump from iPhone 12, and hence iPhone 13 kind of feels a better deal at that price. Talking about the conclusion, I feel that if you're planning to buy an iPhone in 2022, it's better to skip iPhone 11 and 13, and better save your precious money and buy an iPhone 12, and you're definitely not gonna regret. So yeah, that's it for the video. See you in the next one.